Though its ability to suspend and immediately swap between games is impressive enough in and of itself, what's even more impressive is that it retains all your suspended quick resume games, even if you unplug your console from power entirely.
Hey guys, and welcome back to YTNews. In today's video, we'll be checking out some insane features on the brand new Xbox Series console. But before we do that, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this and much more. Hit that bell notifications too so you never miss out on a future video like this one. We're starting things off with an awesome new feature that is not only on Xbox's new console, but it also came out on the Xbox One range of consoles. This is preloading games, and no, not just games that you pre-order digitally, but even games that you don't own. How awesome is that? This is a great benefit for the players that are eyeing up on buying a game, even those who like to buy the physical copy of the game. They can install the game and just get it in advance, and all they have to do is pop the disc in and they're ready to go.
Users will be able to preload any game, even ones you haven't purchased yet. For digital owners, this doesn't make an awful lot of a difference, other than having additional time to download and install a game. But for those who buy their games physically, this means that you'll be able to pop in your disc and play the game right off the bat, without having to install it first for a few minutes or hours or however long.
Imagine the amount of time this feature saves players. It's really awesome and convenient. Players that have pre-ordered the physical game do not have to wait for the install when the disc finally arrives, and they'll be ready to jump right in. This next little feature for the Xbox Series is really cool. In the settings, you can fully customize your controller's button mapping, and this works for any controller that works on the Xbox, whether it's an Elite controller, Xbox One controller, even the new Xbox Series controller. Let's not forget the adaptive controller as well.
You can remap any button and invert or even swap the thumbsticks if that's what works for you. You can even set up multiple profiles and give them custom names. So if you like one layout for shooters, and a completely different one for racing or platforming or dribbling a ball across a virtual field, it's nice and easy to switch between them.
You can also set different profiles and presets for the buttons, which is great, and they're really easy to switch between. This is fantastic for having multiple profiles or when jumping from game to game. With the new consoles come a new UI. Now, we know it's not a drastic change from the Xbox One, but there's some cool little things you can do now with the menu. For starters, the home menu has completely changed and can be customized. You can change the order of where everything is.
There's a new customize the guide option. Here you could reorganize what you want to be first. So if you want the guide to be in first, you could do that, leave it by default, or you could make people be the first one and literally swap it like.
It's really cool that the players are allowed to customize their menu, and the way they navigate is just the way they want it to. And there are many cool options and ways you can customize your user experience with the new Xbox, which is really cool. And yeah, overall it's actually a pretty good feature. Now, we all know about the idle mode on the Xbox that dims the screen and shows you some of your achievements that you've been close to completing and stuff like that. But before, you used to wait a certain amount of time of being inactive for this idle mode to kick in. But now you can activate it whenever you want. All you have to do is hold the Xbox button and then press X, and that is all. You're in idle mode.
It's how to bring up the screensaver / dimmed idle menu manually right away without having to wait for the Xbox to time out. So this actually will work on Xbox One consoles as well. All you have to do is hold down the Xbox button on your controller. It'll bring up this little menu, and then just press X. And then this will dim the screen, bring up the idle screen. And apparently it also has some built-in screensaver technology. So even though it is dimmed, apparently it's shifting pixels behind the screen, so it's not staying completely static. This is especially useful for OLEDs or if you have an older plasma.
The idle mode is really smart because the pixels keep moving, which is very useful for OLED screens, since OLED screens are prone to burning if you keep a certain picture at a certain amount of time. And yeah, with this feature, it stops the screens from burning. Now, this one is almost the very best thing you will ever witness in gaming right now. This is the Xbox Quick Resume feature, and it's really awesome. Have you ever played on PC and just clicked Alt-Tab to switch between apps? Well, that's basically just it. But this time you can close a game and jump right back into it after opening the other game, if you get my drift. So basically you'll have virtually no waiting time at all for the game to actually boot up from the beginning.
And though its ability to suspend and immediately swap between games is impressive enough in and of itself, what's even more impressive is that it retains all your suspended quick resume games, even if you unplug your console from power entirely.
This feature works with multiple games at once, which is insane. What's even better is the fact that you can unplug your console and it will still keep that exact same spot for multiple games, and you'll be able to jump right back in like nothing happened. Next gen is well and truly here, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is another insane feature on the Xbox. You can actually remote play your Xbox. In other words, you can stream your Xbox to another device like a phone, for example. All you need to do is download the Xbox app on your phone, and you can just hook up your Xbox controller to that device via Bluetooth, and you can literally play Xbox on that device from anywhere.
Remote play on this device. That is right. You can play games on your Xbox right there on your phone, and it is ridiculous. It's just a case of syncing up an Xbox controller over Bluetooth, and you can stream whatever your Xbox is currently up to. So you never need to be separated from your favorite gaming.
This is really awesome, and this works on phones, laptops, iPads, whatever. As long as it's an Xbox app and you have internet connection, obviously. This is a really cool feature that can come in handy at times. Those were some of the awesome features on the new Xbox console. Which one was your favorite? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this and much more. Hit that bell notifications too so you don't miss out on a future video. But for now, take care everyone. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.